What's happening, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. On this segment, we're going to talk about whether or not Conor McGregor is ever coming back. I mean, is he? Is he going to come back? Here are my honest thoughts. So, Conor McGregor, to me, loves winning. He loves competition. I do think he's a fighter through and through. But the Conor that we see today is definitely different than the Conor we saw in 2016. Like his whole aura, his energy. I do believe that he was hungrier back in the day. And admittedly, like I was a bigger Conor fan back in the day. I'm still a fan of like his fight skills. I think he's a phenomenal fighter. But as far as like his personality, I felt like he was more humble back then. He had a more, I don't know, like a lighthearted, playful jovialness about him. And it made you like, you know, it was kind of magnetic. Like it made you like him as like a person and a character. I'm talking about the era like when he had that Notorious documentary, 50 G's, baby, like all that stuff. Conor was fun. He was fun. He was fun on the mic too. He was playful. He had good one-liners, good quips. Then something happened. There was a shift, a change. Conor started to get kind of mean and nasty and unlikable. They say that money changes people, you know, money and fame. I recall in interviews with him, he said that the downfall of a lot of top guys is that they lose their hunger, you know. The money gets to them. The fame gets to them. They feel just happy to be there. And with him, I don't think he was necessarily happy to be there. Like Bender done that. As far as like being a champ, but I'm sure that plays a factor. I think more in his case, sadly, I think it's the money. Forgot who said it. I don't know if it was George Foreman. It may have been Marvin Hagler. Somebody said, I think in the boxing realm, it's hard to get up and run at 5, 6 in the morning when you're sleeping in silk sheets. So that's one aspect of the game. I mean, he's not hungry mentally or physically anymore. The guy's got like businesses going on. He's worth like $200 million or more. He's accomplished some pretty big things, you know, multiple times actually. He was a simultaneous dual weight champ in the previous organization he was in. Comes to the UFC, does the same thing, 145, 155 pound champ. You know, guys go through like a whole career and never win one championship. And I know, you know, the knock on him is, he's never defended. But like, what does that mean? Is that a knock on him being a champion? Because when you win belts multiple times, kind of solidifies that you are champ material. You've repeated, you know, winning the belt. But yes, I agree. There are levels to championships, and you know, like guys like Anderson Silva set the bar. Like how many defenses he had, George St. Pierre, John Jones. There's levels to everything, and there's levels to champions. No doubt about that. But McGregor did something that nobody else ever did as well. Dual weight, active champ. Now going back to like whether or not he's gonna come back again, I'm not sure, man. Every other week you see some post by him that, you know, he's hungry, training hard. You see him training. He looks super jacked. He put on some weight. He looks like he's like 190 something pounds now. I think he's like 5'9", so you know he's pretty stacked. Which I don't even know if that's good for him or bad for him, because he has to you know, you got to cut that weight. You got to shave some of that weight off. If he comes back to welter, I guess he'll be okay. He might be like undersized for the division. I think 155 is a sweet spot, to be honest with you. So I don't know if bulking is going to help him or hurt him. I think honestly hurt him, especially if he goes back to 155. But yeah, you see posts by him and little clips of training. You know, he appears hungry and motivated, but he's got the movie stuff going on. You know, he's going to have his first starring role in Roadhouse. I mean, to me, I just think Conor he's got a lot of distractions, man. That's like one of his main problems as well. Besides being comfortable, not having to like really fight in scrounge to make his name and create a fortune. He has that already. So, yeah, I mean, but distractions, that's a big thing with him. People have touched on, him having yes men around him. To some extent, I think that's accurate. He needs people around him that are going to tell him, what he's missing from his game, what he needs to improve. He needs somebody to probably zero him in on like game plans and sticking to them. And I'm not saying Coach Kavanaugh's a bad coach by any means. I'm just saying that sometimes I think he does have people around him that tell him what he wants to hear, and it's not going to help him. But back to the main topic, ultimately, do I think Conor's going to return? If I had to put money on it, I would say yes. Is he going to have the same amount of success? That I don't know. I used to think he would be able to come back and possibly reach the top again, reclaim championship again. But right now, I'm not sure. I think his head is all over the place. It's been all over the place. Even like the antics after his last loss against Poirier, he's sitting there with a broken leg. He's like shouting craziness. It's just a bad look, and it kind of shows you like where his head is at. But when he's on, I think he's an amazing fighter. He has an underrated ground game, His BJJ is pretty solid. Of course, striking is his forte. I think he's one of the best strikers in the sport. I think if you stand and trade with Conor, he could beat anybody like in his weight class. So I mean, physically, can he do it? Yeah, he probably could come back close to 100%, even with the leg break. But mentally, not sure. I think the mental aspect is messing him up more than anything. But that's just my opinion. But we'll see, guys. Let me know in the comment section. I think Conor will return for at least one more fight. If he loses his next fight, I think he'll be done. But I think he has at least one more. Some of you guys may think he's not going to return at all. I want to read what you guys think. Thanks for watching the segment. If you enjoyed the video, first time at the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. And the best way to show support, all I really ever ask is to like and share because it helps the channel grow. Thanks so much, guys. And I said this in the last video, but if I don't see you guys, have a great Thanksgiving. Take care.